This is part 2 of how to play Turn the Lights Back On by Billy Joel. In part 1 we looked at the main chord progression for both the verse and chorus. Today we'll focus on the solo. We're going to start with our right hand, learning all of the individual phrases nice and slow so that at the end of the video we can then go through and put it together with our left hand. With this being middle C for reference, we're going to come up here to G and A for our first phrase, which slowly sounds like this. We're going to play this over A minor, so A octaves in our left hand. Right hand is going to play G, A, G. Moving straight down to E. Then D, C. We finish off this phrase with A, G, A, down the octave. Our next phrase is a lick that we play built off of the first inversion of A minor. We have the notes C, E, and then the A on top. We're going to play C to E, C to A, and then back to C to E. That is our lick. This E here at the end of the lick is actually the first note of our third phrase, which sounds like this. And then these two phrases we're going to play over D, so D octaves in your left hand. Again, we'll look at what our left hand is playing properly at the end of the video, so just for now, I'll tell you what it's roughly doing. A down to D. With this D in our left hand, our right hand is going to play that final note of the lick, so our E there. After this E, we then move up to F sharp and we play D major, second inversion, as a descending arpeggio. So F sharp, down to the D, and then A. So from the lick, all of that we do over D. We're going to play this first little bit again, those first three notes, but up the octave. So we'll come up here as the left hand also comes up to F sharp, but we're playing E, F sharp, D at the octave. Then we play the B before the A, finishing on F sharp. So it's E to F sharp, back to D, as we know, and then it's B, A, F sharp. Our next phrase is built off of G. We're going to play B, then B, A, G. B, B, A, G. Moving down to D, and then B, A, G again, down the octave. Over the first inversion of G major, which is B, D, and G, we're going to play our lick again. So the same order of notes that we played for the lick over the A minor first inversion, we do again over the G. So B to D, B up to G, back down to B to D, and just as before, this D is the start of our next phrase. After that we play second inversion of C major, descending arpeggio just like we did with the D. So E, C, finishing on G. From the lick, D, E, C, G. This bit we'll play over C. Over E, our right hand is going to move all the way up here to D, E, back down to C. Still over E, we then have this next lick. which is G, A, G, F. If I was a good piano player, I'd use these three fingers, but I can't play that at speed, so I have to do these for now. The reason I say this is because the next phrase uses a bunch of octaves, and going from here with my thumb kind of locked there at the F, trying to drop that all the way down to this A there for my octave, that's quite difficult. It's actually the hardest part of the solo for me. So I'm going to recommend that you play with these three fingers, because your pinky's right there already for that octave A on top, and then you just need to kind of stretch out your hand a little bit more to that lower A. But you have that lick there, G, A, G, F, all over the E, and then we play this. From the fast lick, we have A octaves, which we play over F, and basically all we're doing is going A, G, F, E, D, but for the G, we're going to play the upper and then the lower octave. So we play our A octaves together, then upper, lower on the G, together, together, together for F, E, and D. Our right hand's going to keep moving down to C octaves, but we're going to use our thumb to do this nice blues jazz technique and play the D as well. So we kind of have a sus2 chord, almost. C, D, octave C on top. This will be over G in your left hand. Then we move our octaves down again to B, but keep that D as well. So you'd have B, D, B over G. To finish this off, we're going to play G, D, B, which is the first inversion of G major, arpeggiated backwards. So we had B, D, B, and then G, D, B. We basically just play that exact same thing again, but we start from our A octaves. We go upper, then lower. Then the G, F, E, and D will all be played together. So instead of the G, like last time, it's actually going to be the A that we go one after the other. So it should be upper, lower, then together, 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 together. Same exact thing for the C. C, D, octave C, over G, and then B, D, B. Leave it at that, move straight into the verse. So I'll put those two together again. F in the left hand. We're playing A, upper to lower G, together, 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 C with the D over G, and then B's with the D, also over the G, G, D, B, upper to lower A, together, 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 together. Now that we've learned all of the right hand, we can put it together with our left hand, which I just want to briefly go over by itself. Essentially, all we're going to do with our left hand is play octaves, and for some of the right hand phrases, we're also going to add this upper octave by itself. So for our A's that we have first, we have that down to D. We also have some little leading notes like this F sharp to G. Another one of those upper octave things. Leading note from E to F. And then the last couple of phrases, like we're aware, you play over the F and G. Our right hand starts on G for our first phrase. As we play this, our left hand is going to do octave A. So it should be together. With our final note of the phrase there, which was an A, we're also going to add in the upper octave A together as well. So together, upper octave A. Then we have our lick. That last note of our lick actually starts our next phrase, which we build over D in our left hand. So we'd have, really slowly from the A's, lick, C. As we play this E to finish off the lick, our left hand's going to move down to D and play this together, which then moves us into the D arpeggio. After the arpeggio, left hand is going to move up to F sharp as our right hand moves up the octave and almost plays that same thing again. E, F sharp, D, then we add in B before A, dropping down to F sharp. So it's right hand's going to come up to B over G octaves in your left. With this final G here in the phrase, we add the upper octave G in our left hand. Just like we did over the A, we now have our lick again. And we finish on that B because the D starts our next phrase, which we play over C. So with the D, we're going to play C in our left hand. Left hand moves up to E, right hand moves up and plays D, E, C, then the fast lick. To finish off, our left hand is going to play F as our right hand plays the octave A's. As you play the octave E in your right hand, we add upper F in your left. Then we're going to play D, our C, D, C with G in the left hand. With our B, D, G, we can add the upper G bass note. Do it again. Drop down to F in your left hand, right hand back up to A. Upper F with the E's. Switch to G with the C. And then the B's there to finish. B, D, B. Upper bass note. Slowly, that last bit together. Back into the verse. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I will be making a full piano and band cover of Turn the Lights Back On, so stay tuned for those if you are interested. I hope this was helpful. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, everything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.